Hi gorgeous people, welcome to my first episode of my moving vlogs. If you are new here, my name is Sipo, and if you're a returning subby, thank you for stopping back by. Also, if you're new, you guys, please subscribe to the channel. Don't just watch the videos, hit that subscribe button. Okay, so this is the first episode of my moving vlogs. I am not a first-time renter. I have been doing this for years. I moved to Gauteng when I was entering my early adulthood years, and that was 5 to 6 years back, and I have been renting since then. So what I'm trying to say is I won't be giving out tips to first-time renters. I am mainly just sharing my personal experience, and I want to just take you guys through with me on this journey. And of course, I started out small. I remember I once rented out a back room Elokshini in Soweto, and then from then I transitioned to the city, and in those apartments I was mainly sharing, and we all know how unpleasant those experiences are. But there was no way I could afford a place on my own, in being a full-time student and also working weekends and working part-time. But then I got full-time employment in 2020, and that's when I moved into my very first apartment. I feel like I bypassed so many things in looking for that apartment, and I do not want to make the same mistakes in this process. Okay, so fast forwarding to today's video, I was actually looking since last year, which was 2021, but I got demotivated because I couldn't find anything that met my requirements. So I was like, I'm definitely going to try again the following year, which is 2022. So now I'm back at the whole apartment hunting process, and I'm actually glad that I gave myself enough time so that I don't make the same mistakes that I've made previously. Now the question is, what is it that I'm looking for? Okay, so I'm looking for something that's going to be convenient to my lifestyle, and by that I mean in terms of transport. So I do not have a car, you guys, and the area that I'm living at, the only form of transportation that's available to get me from where I live to my workplace is Uber, and Uber is hella expensive. So I'm looking for something that's gonna be as close as possible to my workplace. So even if I live next door, that's how bad the situation is. So it's conveniency in terms of transport, and then budget wise, I don't want anything that's gonna be above 6k. So 6k is the maximum amount I'm willing to spend on my new place. So the other stuff are just basic stuff, you know, like is the place closer to the mall? Is it closer to public transport routes? What else do people look at? Does it have a balcony? Does it come with a balcony? Does it have a bathtub? Does it have a shower? Because I know my current place only has a shower, and I have to go to my boyfriend's place to actually take a bath, and that to me is frustrating. So I want a place that's gonna have both a shower and a bathtub. And what else do people look at? Does it have modern furnitures? Of course, you don't want a place that has rates, 2022 rates with 1985 furniture, you know, that doesn't make sense. So does the place have modern furniture? And what else? And also security has to be high-end, and I think that's it. Okay guys, so the qualifying criteria is as follows. You have to submit some form of identification documents, you have to have a good credit record, and then your net salary has to be 3 times to the rent. For example, if you are looking at a place that's 5k monthly, then your earnings should reflect a plus 15k on your proof of income. And yeah, that's it. so starting off with the first apartment, the price for this apartment is 5.1, which I'm okay with because it's still below my budget. And then the distance to my workplace is 8 kilometers, which I think is quite a lot, so I'm not sure about that part. And then the size of the unit is a 40 square meters. I think I'm okay with that as well. So let me say what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the things that I actually liked about the apartment and things that I did not like about the apartment. So okay, so things that I like, obviously, like I mentioned, the price, which is below my budget, a tick. And then another thing that I mentioned I like about the apartment was the size. I live alone, so I don't think size is much of a bigger deal when it comes to me, but I don't want anything below 40 square meters. I can take 39, but going lower than that, I think not. And then another thing that I liked about the apartment, I wasn't sure about the kitchen cupboards, but I think it's something I can work with. And then I liked the tiling as well, and I think that's all I liked about the apartment. And then things that I did not like about the apartment, of course, I mentioned the distance. So distance is like 8 kilometers. I think that's a lot for me. And then another thing that I disliked about the apartment was the build of the walls. I personally like plain walls, so that whole situation that's happening over there, I am not too sure about. Another thing that I'm skeptical about when it comes to this apartment is the fact that it doesn't have a bath, it only has a shower. And then another thing that put me off about this apartment, it was filthy. It was super dirty. I am not okay with that as well, so yeah. So with the second apartment, apartment 2, the apartment is 5.3. Of course, I'm okay with that because it's lesser than what I budgeted. And secondly, it has modern finished kitchen cupboards, which is a plus. And I actually viewed 2 units in these apartments, and I was happy with both the cupboards, the kitchen cupboards of both units. I think the other one was gray and the other one was nudish to whitish. I was really happy with both of them. I saw that they also replaced the stoves. There were new stoves, so that was a plus as well. I actually liked the tiling as well. In the apartments, they come with uncapped free Wi-Fi, and I also liked the whole situation that was happening outside with the laundry line. And also I feel like I could make use of the space that's outside the sliding door. I could actually chill there, maybe put camp chairs and actually have a chill moment there. Okay, what else did I like about the apartment? Or the closet space as well. It was like it's sufficient enough for me. So those are the things that I actually liked about this apartment. And the things that I was skeptical about when it comes to this apartment, it's also further from my workplace. It's like 7.9 kilometers. So that part I am you know, skeptical about. And then the size of this apartment is 38 square meters, and when I look into the living room, you guys, I have a 3-seater couch, and when I checked the living room when I went to view, I felt like my couch wouldn't fit into that space. So that's another thing that I disliked about the apartment. And also it only comes with a shower. There's no bathtub, fortunately. So yeah, that was a summary of apartment 2. Okay guys, we're jumping on into apartment 3, and things I liked about this apartment is that the distance to my offices is like 1.5 kilometers, which is like 4 to 5 minutes, which is a plus. And then also these are newly built apartments, so if I decide to go with these apartments, I'll be the first person to occupy the unit, which is also a tick or a plus. And then also I like the modern finish kitchen cupboards with double sinks. I like the fact that the unit is in open space as well. I'm also okay with the size of the apartment, which is a 42 square meters, and there's also enough closet space, as you guys saw, even enough for 2 people, I think. And then what else did I like about the apartment? Oh, also it comes with a bathtub and a shower. So yeah. And then things that I'm skeptical about or disliked about the apartment was the price. It is a 6.5, which is way over my budget. 500 rands is a lot of money, you guys. So the price, yes. And I also feel like it doesn't have a balcony. For it to be 6.5 without a balcony really doesn't make sense to me, so that kind of put me off. So yeah guys, that's it for the 3rd apartment. now moving into the last apartment. So what I liked about this apartment is that it had a standalone closet, tick, and then there's a bright area on the complex. They had a bright area on the complex as well, which I liked. And then so the apartment comes with uncapped free Wi-Fi, tick. And I actually like the kitchen cupboards as well, and I like the tiling and all of that suit. And then the things that I actually didn't like about the apartment: firstly, this apartment was listed as a 1-bedroom apartment. So when I went to view, I didn't see a 1-bedroom apartment but a bachelor. For instance, if you check that video out correctly, when you are in the kitchen or the living area, you can actually see everything that's happening on the other side. It doesn't make sense to me why they call it a 1-bedroom apartment when it's built like that. I don't know what's that thing that you use for separation, but it's not working. It's not working for me. So yeah, that whole situation kind of put me off. And then another thing was, I don't know if there wasn't any inspection done after whoever person was staying there moved out, because when I checked the oven, it was really filthy, it was dirty, you guys. So that's another thing that put me off about this apartment. And then also, it doesn't come with a bathtub, it only has a shower. And what else didn't I like about this apartment? The price of the apartment is the price of a 1-bedroom, whereas that apartment is a bachelor. So yeah, I'm really not too sure about this place. Okay guys, so we have come to the end of the video. The apartment that I did choose is within one of the shared apartments. If you'd like to take a guess, you can do that in the comment section. Let me know which apartment you think I went with, and I'll probably see you 2 weeks after this video with an empty apartment tour. Bye.